Well, hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today, or rather sort of this week I suppose, has been quite momentous for me. I passed my Mod 2, so I now have a full unrestricted bike licence. That's what it's called in the UK anyway. It's my birthday today, and last night I bought my first big bike. Well, I won't actually tell you what it is until I'm on it, but just right now I'm going on my last ride on the YBR. I have the bike, I've mailed the bike at home in the garage and everything, all ready to go, but just for nostalgia's sort of sake I suppose, and I've gone quite attached to this little bike. I thought I'll take it on one last ride on some of my favourite little bits of road that I like taking it on, and I thought I should definitely make a video of this. I'm not sure how long this video will end up being, but if it's too long I might split it into two separate segments, or it might be half YBR, half new bike. I've not 100% decided yet because I don't know how far I'm going to go, so we will see. I hope the camera angle is right today as well, because I've had the camera off my helmet for several weeks while I've been filming RC footage. But I thought today I'd stick the camera on the helmet and definitely bring you along for the ride. And then I've also got this last ride on this bike, because this bike has been sold on Saturday, this coming Saturday, but couldn't ask for a much better day. While I've been test riding bikes the last 2 days, went around I think it was either 7 or 8 dealerships to see what they had in stock, test ride and that kind of thing. Surprisingly, didn't have any problems at all getting a test ride in any of them. They let me go out on just brand new bikes. I even took a speed triple out as a rider that had only passed 2 days previous. That was yesterday when I took the speed triple out, and they rated at something around 150 horsepower, so I was quite surprised that I didn't have any restrictions at all, didn't have to leave any deposits, nothing, which was quite good. I would like to point out the Speed Triple isn't the bike that I bought. I decided, well, based on a lot of factors, I was really unsure what I was going to go with. As one of my previous videos, there was a lot of options, and I was really liking the Street Triple, or either the standard version or the R version. Trying to find one. I live in quite a rural area. There isn't, although I've been to quite a few bike shops in a few days, there isn't actually that many locally. We did a lot of miles in the car to go around all the various bike shops, get test rides and so on, and just talk to people, see what was available, see what sort of money things were going for. But several of them were just so pushy. I ended up walking out. It's like, yes, on paper I may be a new rider, but I've been on the back of my dad and I've been riding big bikes on private roads and such, on closed roads, for 26 years. And strictly speaking, on paper I'm a new rider, but in actual riding ability I'm definitely not. I would feel 100% confident getting on any bike and taking it for a ride. I didn't need to spend that amount of money. I didn't want to spend that amount of money, and like the insurance and stuff is much higher. I mean, the bike that I've bought, I'll probably end up talking about this later, so you'll have to sort of forgive my ramblings, but the bike I actually bought, well, let's do a comparison. This bike, I think in previous videos I said this bike was about £280 for the year to insure third party fire and theft. I was actually wrong. It's £321 for a 125 with rated about 9 horsepower. The bike that I have bought is quite literally 10 times the power. They're rated about 95 horsepower, 600cc. The new insurance for the new bike is £115 for the year. My excess on this bike is £1,200, and it was pretty much between 1,000 and 1,500 quid compulsory excess with every insurer I looked at. And £321 was the cheapest insurance option available. That was with no breakdown cover, that's no leathers and helmet cover, that's absolutely no frills or whatever at all. That is just basic insurance to make sure you are legal for the road, and if you hit someone you may have lost your bike, but at least if you hit something very expensive, it's not costing you. I think as far as insurance and test rides and that kind of thing goes, my age had a big part of it. I went to one of the big Honda dealers, and they actually said there was a young guy there, very helpful, and he actually says there's a bird flying right next to us there. Don't know if you can see that. He actually said that my age played a big part in them allowing me to take the speed triple out. He also said my attitude towards riding and my attitude towards safety and that kind of thing also played a big part, because obviously I went in, I had all the right gear on. Thank you, sir. I had all the right gear on. You know, I wasn't going in with tracksuit bottoms on and trainers hoping to ride a Kawasaki, you know, H2 or anything stupid like that. I had my sights set quite reasonable. Things that I could afford, things that I was actually willing to part with the money of, things that I could buy, that kind of thing. So, I mean, I'm certainly no expert, but when I was asking around, people said, oh, I might find it quite hard to get a test ride. So for any new riders out there, this might actually be helpful. Just make sure you're going with the right attitude. Don't be clever, don't be cocky, like you've set a new lap record on the Nürburgring and all that kind of crap. Go in, be sensible, look at sensible things, ask questions, kick the tyres if you want, you know, have a good poke and a prod. Show enthusiasm for actually riding, show enthusiasm for owning the bike. Don't just show enthusiasm for trying to test as many fast bikes as you can. So, welcome back, folks. We have been on the road for literally a minute and already got some bloody 4x4 right on my ass. So, we'll gloss over that. We'll leave him behind, I'm sure, in a bit. And welcome to the new bike. Well, new to me. It is a 2001 Yamaha Phaser 600cc. And this is my first, like, sort of proper ride out. I obviously rode it back, but this is my first sort of, like, solo ride out. And I was definitely keen to not only bring you along, but make a video for my own records. What doesn't feel good are these grips though. I'm really not a fan of heated grips. I know they have the place, I know some people rant and rave, oh, you need heated grips in the winter, blah blah blah. But to be perfectly fair, the cold doesn't bother me that much anyway. And I hate the big bulky grips, and also they're absolutely slippy as hell. One slightly annoying thing is I've just realised I've got my other bike's key in my jeans pocket. I hope that doesn't come out, otherwise I'll be stuffed. Need to stop at some point and sort that out. It doesn't seem to be moving anyway. These jeans are pretty tight when I'm on the bike, so. What a nice guy. Ugh. Okay, hold on. So I'll give you a quick little walk around of the bike. I don't know what sort of view you'll get at because I'm just being lazy and keeping my camera attached to my helmet, but it's very, very clean. There was little things that the previous owner had done. I'll just turn it off. There was a few little things that he'd just done that just made me think, yeah, it's been well looked after. Other than the actual sort of physical condition, things like stainless bolts in most places to avoid like little rusty bits, and like the rear hugger and the front fender extender and things like that, because the pipes are probably as close to mint as you'd get for 17-year-old down pipes. And I mean the swing arm again is like really, really, really good condition because of the fender extender, the hugger, sorry. So that's the new bike for the channel and for me. Let me know what you think, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.